Hi there. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Right. Just gonna wait for a few people to come on. Hey Dee, good afternoon. It's still afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you today? Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Rasa. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? What's everyone's scent of the day? What fragrance are you wearing today? Yeah. Hey, yeah. I'm enjoying this lipstick. This lip is one of the Maybelline lippies that I tried the other day. If you remember on the live, that one. So this one is the artist. So this is 120, the artist. So they are fairly affordable. This one is I think they were 9.99, 9.99 each, so £10. And to be honest, the quality is as good as the Dior line or the Marc line. They are very good. Great, thanks for asking. Russell, what fragrance are you wearing today? Well, at the moment, myself, I'm wearing which is blooming. Oh, gorgeous. I love. Look, speaking of blooming bouquet, I've got it on here. Do more perfume compare videos. Russell, I'm doing that. I've just actually been sampling because I was going to do a comparison of new release from Byron, the Pirates 2.0 and the original Pirates. But I finished the sample of the new one, but I got the travel size. So this is a 10 mil. So I'm wearing this so that I can do a comparison video. So that's coming up. And as well, I'm going to do a comparison on Harej Ledori's War and Peace, because I have the War and Peace 1 and War and Peace 2. So that too is coming up. And actually the Coco Mademoiselle. So Coco Mademoiselle, I have the Intense, the Louis Privier, and the original. So that too is coming up. Hi, Indecence. Indecence, do you mind to tell me your first name? Then I can know. Then I will call you by your name. Good afternoon, John. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I was just saying that I've got a bit of Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, and I've got some of the new one from our dear friend Nick at Gallivant Stories. So this is Bukhara or Bukhara? How are we pronouncing this? Yeah, so I'm wearing that because when I sprayed Baccarat, I thought to myself, oh, the initial spray kind of reminded me of something I have. And I was thinking, what is it? And a part of me thought, I think that's the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. So I took it out and I have it on. And I've got Baccarat on here. So I'm gonna try and compare. They are not exactly the same, but there's some nuances from this one which I'm picking up from Nick's Baccarat. So be interesting. But so far, it's a gorgeous fragrance. Enjoying this. So I got a sample scent. I know, John, you got one, and a few other people. So, John, how are you doing today? I know your scent of the day. I think you are wearing, what was the name again? The gardenia, isn't it? Yes. So, yes. So, how are you all? I have a very interesting topic which I want to speak about, because bear with me a moment. I'm just going to close the windows just because I think, yeah. Be back a sec. Right, right. I'm back. Shattered. It's a long Sunday. Oh, John. Do you know what, John? Since I woke up, I told myself I'm gonna try and just do everything to the best, that I can, and hopefully I'll get a kind of relaxing evening. There's one or two more things to be done, but so far on time. So very grand grim. Oh no. It was actually quite sunny. It's not too sunny at the moment. It's that hazy sunshine, but it's still nice enough. There's a bit of a breeze as well. But yeah. Okay. Nice and sunny in Lancashire. Oh, John and Proctavia, well, you are closer to each other than I am to both of you. So, because you are up there and she's up there as well. So, yeah. So, lovely stuff. Uh, John. Oh, I'm having a drink as well with this special glass. So, cheers, everybody. Right. So, the topic I was gonna talk about, and you know what, John, with that said, on a really lovely day, you could see across to France. On a really lovely day, you could. Rose and vodka, no. It's too early. Mind you, I've got to get up tomorrow for the school run, so I wouldn't be having vodka. I may not wake up otherwise. No, it's not, John. It's just odd. It's a cider, actually. A cider. Easy, something very light and easy. So it's a cider. And this is something with raspberry and strawberries, I think. It's got some dark berries. So, yeah. Oh, Judd, you make me laugh as if I would. Anyway, the question of the day was someone messaged me and they said to me, oh, I bought some fragrance based on your recommendations on the videos you've done. So that was very nice. But I'm feeling a bit upset because apparently they've watched a video and this is a whole video where someone is posted something. They bought all these lovely, luxurious fragrances. No. Oh no, John, I'm reading your comment. What? I hope it doesn't come to that here because we've not had much rain here, so never have shortage. Ah, okay. Anyway, so the point of what the person was making was the fact that apparently some people on here are having to make videos, and in these videos they are making whole videos. They buy a whole lot of fragrances which they promote to everyone, and then a couple of weeks or so they come back and say they are decluttering these fragrances because they didn't click with them, they don't like them for whatever reason, so they either sell them or they take them back. And to someone that's watching people posting all the things they love, and sometimes I've done it so many times where I've watched the review and I'm thinking, oh wow, that sounds amazing, I'll go out and check it out, I'll buy it. And sometimes you even blind buy because you trust this person's nose, and then only for them after you've bought it a week later to turn around and say, I didn't like it, it didn't work, so I'm not going to have that, I'm decluttering fragrances. And apparently there are people who are doing this so much, like all the time. So I'm curious, what do you guys think? This rains every day. So anything they're good. I get my point. Yeah, John. So I thought to myself, I mean, with that question, do you like haul videos or not? Obviously, you all know I like haul videos because sometimes I buy quite a few things myself or I get gifted, then I do a haul video. So I'm not against haul videos, but I think if people are going to be making videos, especially just because they can and then take things back, I think then it's not being very truthful. If really you're doing this all the while knowing I'm gonna take it back, because as well, I don't know, John, if you know this, apparently in some places around the world, you can buy fragrances, you open it, you wear it, however much you wear out of it, you can still take it back and say you didn't like it. We don't have that option in the UK, so I can take us back to shops where it's allowed, even if everyone's just free. Absolutely, absolutely. One saying they're good. Okay, absolutely, yes. Yeah, apparently. I thought to myself, because the person that said to me this, she was feeling, I think, a bit. She said it's not the first time, and these are people doing it like so much all the time, and it's just like, no, you're taking the piss, you're not being a bit truthful, and be nice for people to just say what they thought, So I don't know. I really want to hear what people have to say. Yeah, never likely it'd be a good idea. Buy half priced ones with a few sprays out. Yeah, John, we don't have that option here because the only thing you could get is maybe at the supermarket when they've discounted, I don't know, opened ones which were testers maybe, but you know that you can't take anything that you take the sale off. You can't take it back. So but yes, imagine people doing this, that they buy so many luxury fragrances only to take it back, and they keep doing this. So I don't know if they are doing it just to be able to make videos or what's going on. Like, interesting. Anyway, anyway, yeah, we get absolutely ripped off. It is very, this is my point, Proctavia World, because the person really felt that she felt like, had done by where you've come on and you said, oh, amazing. Imagine me, I come here, I'm like, this is so amazing, it's gorgeous. And then the following week I'm like, you know what, I'm decluttering these fragrances because they're not working for me. How would you feel? So something to think about. I think I will ask this question as well on Instagram to hear what people have to say because I think it's a topic that's worth exploring. People should, be honest. I think that as a reviewer, you owe it to your audience to be honest about the things you're gonna talk about, even if it's something that's not very nice. If it was a gift, at least mention it. I'm reading comments as well. So we have, I'm going to put comments on here. We have strange attitude to fragrance retail in the mark. And then you can acting to give us something. God damn. That is so true. Doing it for the gram, be content with what you have. Wow, of course. Review what you love. It's more fun to yeah, passion in my opinion. I'm not 15 bucks, so I'm just gonna find it. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anyway. And I know what you mean as well, where you think that some retailers they literally guard their samples. It's like if you go to my local Debnams, like you ask for anything, do you have any samples of Chanel fragrances? They're like, oh, we never get anything. Chanel, they never give us anything. Like they literally never have anything. And the moment you go there and you're like, I want to buy this. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, lovely. I've got this. I'm going to give you these samples, like, seriously. And I know the ladies that work there. So I told one off, actually. I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, these samples are supposed to be sent by brands so that people can try them. And even last time I went in, I wanted to try the new Tom Ford, and they were like, "We don't have any samples, but we have the bottles to buy." I'm like, "Don't you have even a spray bottle that you can spray from a sample bottle?" Like, oh no, because they send these. For I was like, "What? That is so unfair." I mean, the bottle is like £98, and you want £98 someone's money, but you are not willing for them to actually even try how it smells. Because if you go to buy a fragrance at the departmental store, I expect it's a place where I should be able to at least sample what I'm buying. I can't be expected to blind buy a fragrance in a shop, because you should let me to try it at least. So yeah. That is true. Yeah, good. You have to spend loads to get. Oh wow. That is just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. And you are right, because then you get these girls that work in these shops, they'll tell you, oh, if you ever want it, just message me. I've got samples you can buy. Like, no, I want to sample them in store. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's meant to, wouldn't buy a car without seeing. Exactly, exactly. That is exactly my point. And I don't know. It's a shame because I forgot to add a picture in the last video I did, because I went to Boots then, and literally they had no fragrances whatsoever on shelf, but they were quite happy to take your order, to take your money, and let you buy a fragrance online. Since they've got it online, I'm like, no, you're taking the piece. I want to try it. So yeah. Anyway, with that said, I wanted to say, it's someone sent me samples to try. So among the samples that were sent to me was Mancera. So Mancera's Cedret Bois. And because I've had this fragrance compared to Aventus so much, I thought very nice. So I tried it, and I've got a sample of Aventus somewhere. Never mind, but it did remind me very much of the City of Jasmine. I haven't worn them side by side to see how different they are in the dry down, but the initial spray is very much, literally smells the same, like that pineapple at the top, those flowers, those fruits. Just, it's a gorgeous fragrance. So for the price, I may end up getting a Mancera. It might be the first Mancera I get, actually. So we'll see. But it's a lovely fragrance. Let's spray a little bit of it. I'll be spraying quite a few things. It's a lovely fragrance so far. But with that said, this is Algabra's City of Jasmine, and you all know I love City of Jasmine. It's a gorgeous fragrance. I want a full bottle of it because the travel size is running low. I feel like the City of Jasmine is slightly sweeter in comparison to the Mancera, so it would be interesting to wear them side by side. I might actually do a comparison because I've got another fragrance that's quite in the similar vein to this, and this is a fragrance from Nicky Ricardo collection, Mention. So I will be doing that. Oh my goodness me. Questioning scents. You know what? Jovoy have a special place in my heart, and you all know this, and I've said this so many times. Jovoy, they are absolutely amazing. They are so generous with samples, and they never hold back. They literally will give you everything. And as you said, to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, so much. Sometimes I don't even check when I'm in the shop. It's only when I get home I look, and then I'm like, did she? Oh my goodness me. That was so generous. Centralized Barry, good afternoon. It's still afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, good afternoon. So yes, business. No, they give you the more chance you can afford. John, that is very, very, very true. Because with that said, when I went there, I was given samples, and obviously I've come back, I've sampled. I ended up going back to buy grape pearls. I ended up going to buy I ended up buying the Majestic Amber. And what else did I buy from there? The Desert Rosewood. So I've bought quite a few fragrances from there, actually, quite a few fragrances. Private label from their line. And you know what else is on my list from them? Maybe Joy not snobby as Do you know what? Javoy not as snobby as Boots girls. That's quite funny because, to be honest, obviously Javoy we wouldn't compare it to Boots, but somehow the girls in these drugstores they feel like they are so special, you know. Wow. 10 on the list from them. Amazing. Sorry, that comment is really made me laugh so much. That is very, very true. The next purchase I'm looking at from Jovoy would be this one. Bear with, sorry. I was just going up. So this is the next one on my list from Jovoy. Can you see that? Remember Me. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. Such a gorgeous fragrance. Remember Me from Jovoy. It's got some, this is lovely. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous smelling fragrance. You do get, there's some vanilla in there, and you get some florals. There's some woods, there's some sandalwood. It's a lovely fragrance, and I will be reviewing it, but I want that one. I definitely want this one. That is so true. Do you know what? That's so true. And you know what? The thing is, not everyone, but some of these girls in these drugstores, in Boots, in Superdrug, you walk in, chances are you are even going to educate them about the product they're selling. Because in as much as they are there to sell you a fragrance, tell me about it. And they don't know what they're talking about. John, I'm not sure if I did put this one in for you. I think I did. If I didn't, remind me, because I have a sample, another sample somewhere. Yeah, it's a gorgeous. You would love it because you love florals and some vanillas. It's really outstanding. It's really outstanding. And this fragrance would be in the same kind of category blanket with like Istanbul and from Nishan in that, and King of Flowers. They would be in that bracket together. Absolutely gorgeous, luxurious, just absolute good quality. And no worries, no worries. Take my son to Selfridges and was given more samples on me. I do about a couple of bottles. Oh yeah, I bet they looked at your son and they were probably eyeing him just in case we can take them out. Yeah, they will be nice if you spend money. They will be, but to be honest, sometimes in Selfridges, depending on what counter you go to and who's there, they would give you stuff. And the other thing is, if you know someone who works in these places, then every time you go in, if they're there, then obviously they're gonna give you stuff, even if you're not buying, just so that you can sample. Right. Before you came on, Barry, because I know you've got a sample of this as well, Bukhara from Nick Stewart. You look dodgy though, man. Baza. The video was coming yesterday. Oh wow. Oh yes, I think I did at the couple, didn't I? I think so. Oh, I can't even remember what I sent out because I sent out some packages. I know I did a sample to um somebody else. So be interesting. I'm just curious to see what you like. No, avoid me, but I did try taste water. So much I like them. Water is really lovely, isn't it? It is lovely. Yes. Um, is Bukhara reminding anyone of anything they've smelled? I mean, from what they have in the house, yes, it's very different. I mean, if you try Brooklyn, you try Los Angeles or Amsterdam, it's totally very different. At first, when I smelled it, I thought it's reminding me of something that I have. And I thought that it might have been this one. I thought it might have been Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, but upon sampling, I think not, but they've got some nuances that are similar. So I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. Nick, the questioning said that would be me richly. That would be me richly explaining to people coming like how this smells. And I remember this. I was in Debenhams by the Tom Ford counter, and I'm not allowed to say that guy to the least again. Ah, okay. All right. It smells it's very, it is unique, but when I smelled it, I thought the opening really reminded me of something I have, and it's from some of my floral collections, but I can't remember which one. At first I thought Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, but it's got some nuances similar. I need to look up the notes to compare, so we'll see. But obviously I'm smelling it and I'm gonna wear it by itself because now I've spread a few things on, so it wouldn't be fair. So I'm gonna wear it by itself and I will talk about it properly. And you know what? I was just going back to what questioning sent was saying. Questioning said, "Why am I calling you that? I can't. Your name is gone." But yes, I've been in the shop where they had a customer who was trying to make a purchase on the Tom Ford, and this was a man, and he was asking them which one should he go for based on how they perform, which one was better, which one was more popular, and so the woman was there telling him, oh, about the noir. And I was telling him there's a few in this collection. So depending on what you like. So I started talking, explaining to him. There is the Noir Parfum, which is obviously for women, and then you have the Noir Extreme, and of course there you've got Noir de Noir that's on the other line in the exclusive line. And I explained all this, and then I said about the Black Orchid and what the differences were. And the girl at working there, I asked her, what is your personal favorite? Like, which one would you go for and why? And honestly, she had no idea. Absolute no clue. And I'm thinking, you shouldn't even be working here. I should be here telling everyone, but obviously I wouldn't. Anyway, moving along. So that was that. So looking forward to do a review of this beauty. It's a gorgeous fragrance, and no doubt I'll be getting a full bottle. So it's described as a woody, spicy, and earthy. And this is obviously a Silk Road sophistication, a journey into Central Asia, and obviously you've all seen that. But what's more important? Oh yeah, it came with that as well. Personal note from Nick, very nice. There. Very nice. But look at that, the Silk Road. So if you watched blanket. If you watched the interview we had with Nick over on, it was a Zoom, but I shared the video on here. I'll link it some later on. You can check it out. He was talking about the Silk Road, this book. So this book, it's richly a book detailing about obviously that part of the world. So all these Uzbekistan, and all the other countries in the Middle East involved, and it's a very interesting book, and they talk about all the rivalries, etc. So it's a good read. So if you get a chance, especially if you want to enjoy the fragrance, to even enjoy it more, because I don't know about you, I enjoy things when I know the backstory. So when I saw Bukhara, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is timely. And I must mention, this was gifted to me, and I'm yet to actually properly read it because I haven't started yet. Because at the time I was gifted this, I had the Roger Dove book to be going through. I've got the Tessa Williams to be going through, and the Bad Girls, and then this one as well. So I'm trying to do my best as I can. It was a gift from one of my friends on Instagram, Anjam Hailing. So she gifted me this after we had the talk show with Nick Stewart. I'll link that video. You should check it out. So, right, moving along. This one's something different. Anything? Yeah. And you walk into the store and they're like, oh, you smell nice. And then you're like, oh, yeah, what is it? I'm like, oh, this is a Gabra perfume. Oh, I've never heard of that. Yeah, it's a niche. It's not on the high street. Yeah. It's different. It's not different. Yes, that is the other thing. I asked the girl, I was like, asking the girl in the shop about these differences, and I was asking about the Coco Mademoiselle, if she's noticed any difference in the concentration, the EDP, and the EDT. And all she said, well, obviously one lasts longer than the other. I was like, what makes it last longer than the other? Like, have you never heard of the concentration of oils in fragrances? You are working in a fragrance shop. Come on. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Right. So Cedric, who else has Cedric Bar in here? Mansera. Lovely stuff. We'll be reviewing that. Spoken about that. Moving along, I got samples from the Queen of Niche. So among the samples that were sent to me was the Harmonist, and this is the Moon of Glory. I don't know how to link a picture on here. I wish I could do that. Then you could see. This is gorgeous. Gentleman Martha's, that one. Matt. Yes. Yes, I've seen Matt had one because it was in one of his lists, wasn't it? The list he did not long ago. Sorry. That is funny. Do you know? Hold on, I'm gonna. Do you know what, Barry? With that, it is lovely. Barry, with that said about the girl telling you that YSL don't do tuxedo, that reminds me. I went in Boots and I was asking about the new Coco Mademoiselle. And this was maybe 5 days or so when it had been released. I was like, oh, I'm looking for this new Coco Mademoiselle. She goes, oh no, Coco Mademoiselle don't have any new releases. I was like, no, it's already on their website. Oh, I haven't heard anything about it. What is it called? I said it's a Coco Mademoiselle Loup Privé. Oh no, I haven't heard of. Maybe it's coming out for Christmas. That's what she said to me. I was like, no, actually, I even have samples that were sent to me from Chanel. It's out now. And I showed her a picture of the bottle. She said, oh, I wasn't aware of that. Maybe we'll get it sometime later. I'm like, these people, they don't keep up with the news of what's going on in the field where they work. Like, come on. Which one, John? We were talking about the Cedric bar. I know it's censored and censored, but if you ever say you should exactly, absolutely, and not only that, it's like you walk into Belbury, for example. I went in Superdrug and I was just asking them if they knew if you could order it. Maybe they can order it or order it from their website, and I was asking from their signature collection. And this girl Richie had never even heard of a signature collection from Belbury. So I showed her all the fragrances in the range. And oh, I didn't know that. And I'm thinking, but you get paid. Like, do they not have these kind of maybe workshops and things to do updates on what's happening in the company and things like that? I don't know. That's why they shouldn't act snobby. You know what? They feel they are so special when they be drinking cider. Ah, John. Oh, wow. I'm so jealous, Matt. um, and as well, Tom, Ouchie, what is it? Ouchie 131 or 13 something something. He worked in Broom Perfumery. I think he's still there. So at least he knows what he's talking about. I don't get to go to Broom very often, simply because it's kind of always on my way to where I like to go when I'm in London. Ouch, 118. Yeah. What was I saying? 113? I knew it was one something. Yes. Um, Sometimes you do get a good assistant. And if you go to Jovoy, the people in the store, they know their stuff. And if you speak even Ines, obviously, she's like a walking encyclopedia of niche fragrances richly. So sometimes you do get the ones that actually know what they are talking about. And then, has it? I haven't kept up with the news, John. I don't know. There's a video. I go through all of them. I think it's the. Oh wow! I would definitely. I must have missed that one. I'll definitely check it out. I've got a oud vanille, not a full bottle. I've got it in a decant. I like that one, and I've been thinking about getting it maybe one day. So yeah. So we were talking about the harmonist. Let me try and maybe spray it on a strip, because I had to have to spray my fragrances on a strip because I feel like it's a waste. I would rather wear it, especially. Yes, Tom. Tom is no longer. Oh no, that's such a shame. That is such a shame. This is gorgeous. A lovely fragrance. It's got some florals in the opening, and the bottle is really nice. I'm told it's a limited edition, but I think it's a limited of edition of 1800 bottles or so. So there is always a chance when it's that many bottles that I'll get to have it, because the presentation is quite lovely. I will definitely check this out just to remind myself. That's a shame that he got laid off. So unfortunately, life happens. Moving along, um, I got sent again from one of my friends off Instagram, and she sent me this Bohemian Spice, and this is from April Aromatics. This is so gorgeous, gorgeous amber. Like the opening, very much you smell it, divine amber. What are the terrariums of you trying to? John, I think you had. Did you not get a full sample? Fire is and love. I think, John, I may have added maybe some Tessa Williams samples. I'm not sure. This is nice. I don't want to spray it because I'm hoping to do a review and that's what I've got left. Ashamedly so. The Tessa William fragrances, they are so lovely, aren't they? Very easy to wear. Katie, which one is Katie? What's her handle? I'm not sure if I know her. Katie, open. And then we've got Precious Woods as well from April Aromatics. This is it's got some animalics. It does come off a bit animalic to my nose. Quite woody, almost with a bit of smoke. I don't want to spray it because I don't have too much left, but just putting my nose on there. Precious woods, you can smell maybe some cedarwood, sandalwood. It's nice. There's, I think, some vetiver as well. Just lovely stuff. So I was sent these samples, so I will be trying them, and I want to do a review and see what I will get to end up buying. And how annoying is it when you try a fragrance, someone sends you a sample and you love it, and then you know you can't have it? What do you do? What do you do? I think I should do a video on that. Like, seeing a bit, Proctavia World. I think I should do a video on fragrances I wish I had. So this is LA whatever. This is absolutely stunning, out of this world. Gorgeous stuff. And this was sent to me again by the Queen of Niche. Right. That's the date is on. Earth was like 2 domains for. You did say that, so you did say that. That's quite interesting. I will be talking about earth and hair in my next review of the Tessa Williams, because I got a bottle of air which I was missing because I had a small decant, but it was a dab on, and sometimes I don't like dabbing things on. But I've got a bottle now. I really enjoyed first. It reminded me of the Corostan. Oh, that's quite interesting. At the moment on the website, Tessa has got a discount code Autumn 25 for 25% off. So if you are thinking about getting anything, get in there, because then it comes to, I think, £22. So quite a good deal, I would say. And it's the only one that didn't love. That's the amount of time. Just, really. Which one? The faith. The faith is the one. Is that the one you didn't like as much, John? We can't love everything, John. That's allowed. We can't love everything. I love faith. I think when I did my review, I did say from them, which I did put them in order, like which ones I liked the most. Obviously, I did love faith. I love all of them, but obviously some more than the others. But they are just lovely, easy fragrance to wear. So the 15% off code. Barry, I think the Autumn 25 is 25% off. I'm not sure, maybe not. I don't know. Best to check it out, but try using the 2 codes and see which one gets you more money off. Was the original Katie Smells? Katie Smells. I've seen Katie Smells. All right. Right. Okay. So we have another American reviewer in the UK. Okay. That's very, yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay. That's quite interesting. I didn't know that, because I think Sam is originally does originate from the US as well. My World of Fragrances. So That would be the second. And of course, we've got Sarah Baker. That's also another American in London. The word, my goodness, take me back now. Terry Christian. You know, when I started watching, yes, but I think I'm not sure. Did she not live in the US? I know she's half Danish and half Tanzanian. I think that's what she said. She's on Radio 2 now. Oh. Oh, you guys, I'm enjoying the chat now. Keep them coming. Get to smell. She's an American TV presenter that used to be on the TV show The Word. Is that the one in the afternoon? The Word. Probably if it's an afternoon show, I probably never got a chance to see it because then I'll probably be out and stuff. So I don't even watch daytime TV. Oh. Okay. Okay. Noted. Noted. Moving along, I've been sampling this. Um, so this is from Nishane. And I know because now that we have Nishane at Harrods, it's so tempting. It's like, oh my goodness me, because this fragrance was on my list. The night is show like a bit. I don't think I missed anything then. So this was on my list of my top 10 fragrances to buy this year. I still don't have it. Obviously, if I did, you would have seen it. But fingers crossed, the year is not out yet. We've still got 2 more months. Well, we've still got a few more weeks before the year is out. But I've been seeing lots of people loving this one. 100 Silent Wears. And and we've got Fan Your Flames. This is another favorite in the community. And we've got Vain and Naive. And we have this one as well, Mascan and Florin. So I'm looking to review this, but I'm kind of like, I'm not sure if I should do maybe a whole house overview of these, the ones I have, because that would make it 2, 4, 6, 7 fragrances. So I don't know if would love to try. When it talks about Anne. Barry, I did send you a sample of Anne. I don't know if you probably, if they haven't come, they probably will be this week. I did send you a sample of the Anne because I think it's a fragrance that anyone would like to try. So you will tell me what you think. And they are absolutely gorgeous fragrances. And because they are now at Harrods, we can sample and make up our mind. Yeah, John, go ahead. You're allowed. 100 Silent Wears. Hang on. Because one of these is more like a smoky, it's kind of like a tobacco fragrance. Oh my God, look at how much is left. This is how I want to do a review. Are you serious? No, stop it, Barry. Come on. This is tobacco. Really, seriously, I don't want to spray it. Look at how much is there. I've got quite a few things on as well. I don't have room. I don't know where to spray it. I don't want to waste it on a piece of paper, but they're all gorgeous fragrances. To be honest, I'm yet to try a fragrance from Nishane, which I won't like. Let me find it. And to show with buns in this way. Yes, was it Mascan? Mascan and I think it was Flora, and I'll tell you. Oh my gosh, look how I think I didn't realize how much I wore them. The Mascan is really lovely, John. I think you would really enjoy this one, Mascan. You would enjoy the Mascan. The Mascan is really good. They are all very nice, but I think I did say I would definitely, obviously, I would buy the Ven and Naive. They are all lovely, to be honest. Like I said, I'm yet to try a fragrance that I don't like from them. Just a little bit. This is nice. This is gorgeous. This is the Floren. So this is another one. John, I think you would absolutely love this. It's lovely floral with some jasmine. It's really beautiful. Definitely I would recommend. I would recommend. And it would be nice to get something that's different from what everybody is wearing, because like you said, everyone likes Fanny Frame, 100 Silent Wares, and obviously, and Archivat. Those are quite popular. Even I think Tuberosa or something. Those are very popular. So it'd be nice to try something different that's not being worn by everybody. But do Harrods do the samples for less than the? I'm not sure, to be. At the time I went to the counter, John, they were not giving any samples, because don't forget that was when they just opened up, and obviously with the COVID situation, they weren't giving any samples. So it was literally you could try what was on there. And from what I remember, they didn't seem to have the full collection. They didn't seem to have all of them there. So maybe now things have improved. I don't know. So be interested, be interesting to see. Oh, nice. Yeah, so be interesting. But you know what? For what they charge at Harrods for everything, they really should just be able to give you lots of samples. But it all depends on who you meet, who you find. Because the few times I've gone there, every time I walk in, kind of people do remember you. I think it's quite easy to remember a black girl with an afro. You know what I mean? Because when I went there, the second time, the girl from three or four people did recognize me. Oh, how are you doing? Did you manage to? Because I remember the first time I went after the lockdown, I wanted to get a fragrance, and by the time I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it, because we were looking at something, and they were like, oh no, the cashiers are now closed. Like Tills have officially closed. You know how when you log out the Tills in store, you can't buy anything. I was like, damn it. So the next time I went in, I walked in, and the girl was asking me, "Oh my gosh, did you manage to get it now?" So she remembered, and the girls on Carolina Herrera as well, they did remember. So yeah, Nishani need to sort out their quiet control though. So Shabby and really Shabby Bottles. I don't know. I haven't. I've not. I mean, to be fair, I've only got a bottle from them. So, and my bottle is absolutely beautiful presentation. Everything. I've not had issues. Let me see. Yeah. Hi, Nigel. Good afternoon. So, the label on mine isn't the best one. It's like, what? I would believe it, John, because for that amount of money that you spend on these fragrances, you definitely want to get something that is absolutely perfect, because they are not cheap. I mean, if I spend anything more than £50, I want to get something that's, do you know what I mean? Like, if it's £50, it needs to be up there, like quality and everything. Yeah. Hi, Nigel. Good afternoon. So, yeah, but you know what? Sometimes it does happen. You get a bottle and something just does not work, because I could say the same about one of my Chanel bottle. There's There's something about the label which kind of irritates me. There's something about the label which kind of just irritates me slightly. But anyway, it's no biggie. And I wanted to show you this. Look at this is the Charlotte Tilbury, and the cap on there. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but can you see what's happening to the label on the cap? It's kind of, can you see that? It's almost like it's, I don't know, like it's getting cracks in the cap. I don't know if you are able to see that. I don't know if you could just, but yeah, it looks like it's getting cracks. So it's like, this is not cheap. Why is this happening? It should be a lovely gold cap, but look at that. I'm not sure if you are, I'm trying to so hard because it's gold. See that? The cap is like getting cracks in it. Exactly. Can you see that? It's like, anyway. Powdered bottles did some work disgracefully. You know what? That reminds me, I haven't been to my local Primark. It's been ages. Nowadays, I even avoid going out because I only go out for. You keep dropping it. No, actually, this is the bottle that's been very safe. I've never dropped it. I don't know. I just feel like over time, whatever the material, because obviously it's not really gold, but no, I think it's the reaction to the. I give up. I'm sorry. No. This because I'm using a laptop, so it literally fell on the keyboard, so it's absolutely fine. But look, I think maybe the reaction. I don't know. Never mind. But it's a lovely, gorgeous fragrance anyway. You would not look at this and think this is what Charlotte Tilbury would make, because when you look at her and you smell this fragrance, it's like, interesting. You could never associate that smell with her, if I'm honest. Like when you look at her doing all the makeup and you smell that, it's like I can't associate this fragrance with her, but it's a gorgeous fragrance. And even though the packaging looks quite cute and everything girly, it's not. It's quite a boss masculine fragrance. So yeah, Barry, call me Nigel. Nigel sounds too snob. Oh, Nigel. Oh, Nigel. So yes, and as I was saying before, I was just talking about the comparison video of these pirates too. Oh, finally, I got the sample of the pirates because I'd run out of the initial sample I had. So I'm looking forward to doing a comparison with the original pirates, because when I looked up the notes, so far we've got two notes differences. So there's added notes and some removed from the first one. So it'll be interesting to see what the difference in those notes does to the fragrance. But so far, when I smelled this, I was like, oh, pirates, like I couldn't really tell much difference. But I think this one has a bit more added wood, so be interesting. Maybe instead of making it more unisex, it's maybe gonna be a bit more maybe masculine than feminine, because I know this is loved, I think, by women much more than men. So be interesting to see. Hey D, Proctavia World. So that was that. And the other thing I was gonna, oh, speaking of which, you who was saying about the ant. So I was saying my bottle is still very much intact. So I don't know. But as you said, if they're having issues, John, then I don't know. Come off. Solid. So this is a Holy Grail in my collection. Gorgeous. And my husband wore it yesterday. And you know what? He walked down. I was like, oh my God, that is amazing, gorgeous. You're wearing. And he was like, I know. And all night, I just sat there enjoying these wafts from his fragrance, and it just fills up a room. But I'm sure Steve is calling his meet Nigeria after me. He's really in love with lots of that voice. Oh my gosh. That can be that name. Anyway, yes, so and as well, what else? I was just going to say about this one. I did a full review of this one, Insomnia. Oh my gosh, if you get a chance, do check this out because for the money, it's a lovely, lovely fragrance. Gourmand Delight. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Doesn't get too complex. I sent a sample to a couple of people. I can't remember who. I don't know. Maybe someone who's in the house now. Someone said I saw that comparison on Fragrantica. But the thing is, Barry, I don't have Black Phantom, so I can't say. And I've only sampled it in store, and honestly, I can't remember to the point where I would actually compare it. But when you look at that juice, they do look similar in color, and I don't know what notes they share together. Caramel chocolate. Yes, this is the one. Caramel chocolate. It's black. I think it would be because someone who did the review said it was a bit lighter than the Black Phantom, and obviously much, much cheaper because this is like £60, and Black Phantom obviously is over what, £200? Is it £200? And to be honest, I will be talking about this again in my upcoming video, which I've shot already. But I talk about this because there was a Zedge of fragrance I had on my list to buy, 1888. But upon sampling this, having this and having a few other fragrances in this family, I've felt the need to just live with this than the 1888 because I think between this, the Rila and Anne, I would achieve the same thing I would from 1888. So I'm not going to be, but that's for my upcoming video. So stay tuned for that. I think maybe to be up tomorrow. So that's what's going on. And because we have another live coming up with Tony at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be getting off, go and do one or two things so that I can come back and see Bex being grilled. It should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Is that opening for sure? So many advertising. So opening. I'm just sharing this because, like I said, there are fragrances which I would obviously, if I find a fragrance that's similar to a cheaper one, I would always tell you. And this is, like I said, even about the Arabian Woods Risala. If you think you like that fragrance, your other alternative would be to buy Louis Cardin's Sacred because they are very similar, and obviously they are like what? Because the Arabian Oud one is now gone up to £180, and the bottle I have, I didn't pay obviously that much. And when I bought my bottle, it was at 140, and now it's gone up. I mean, on Instagram, I know what you mean, Barry. Now that you say that, oh, I saw that. Now, I'm more of just enjoying it, but none of that nudity or anything like that. I think I saw a very provocative video of Insomnia. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know. For me, I have to keep everything very family friendly because I have my kids watch stuff, and I don't want to make or talk about things that I wouldn't feel my uncomfortable for my children to watch because it's a family friendly environment. So we keep it at that. And this is why some things I have to mute out, because I remember once some time back, this is a few years now, I think, I tuned on to to YouTube, and sometimes I watch reviews when I'm cooking or doing stuff. So I'll put on a video and I put it on loudspeaker and I'm listening as I do stuff. And then it was Cubanos, and Cubano came on, and oh my God, it was Richard. I've never run so fast across my kitchen floor to turn that thing off. Like it just came on and it was like, oh my gosh, I was just like, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. And this is when I hadn't watched and I was like, what's that? You're watching playlists and just, it finishes and things come on and no. And yeah, so I tried to keep kind of my space rather clear out of, things I feel like I wouldn't want my kids to see or hear. Yeah, Nigel, most likely is. No, it's not. That was just like, it's literally stuff you have to watch maybe with headphones on, but then sometimes it's like, do I really? I don't. Anyway. We are not here to review reviewers. Before I go, you guys, because now Nigel, you've just come on, Barry, you've come on, and I was asking this question. I was saying, because now you're here, I might as well ask you before I go. So the question was, haul videos, what do you think about them? Do you like them or not? Because apparently some people are buying stuff to do haul videos every week, and obviously they promote these fragrances which they've bought, and then they turn around the following week and say they're taking them back or they are decluttering because they don't like them. So the question is, how do you feel about people coming on telling you they've got this because they like this, or they blind bought it and then the next week trying to influence you into buying, and then the next week, oh no, they don't like it, it didn't work, they are taking it back? What do you think about that? Yeah, so that was the question. I'm looking at your questions. So yeah, but yeah, sometimes I feel like it can be a bit exhausting. um I wouldn't want to mention any names because it's just one of my subscribers reached out to me and said, etc., etc., because she said she's getting sick and tired of watching these people. Every week they come on with a whole video, and then the following week they are decluttering, and it's just not fair if you are promoting things and people think, because there are people who watch, and I've done it, and I said so. I watch a review. I like John describing something. I'm like, I'll check it out. I see someone describe something, Barry, I'm going to check it out. Or Nigel. And then the following week, you come around and say, oh, no, I didn't like that fragrance. I'm taking it back. Or I'm decluttering. You know what I mean? So it's like, how fair is it for reviewers to be doing that? Because there are people who, because to be honest, there are people like where I live, we don't have any, for example, niche stores. We don't have anything. I mean, kind of in a village. So we don't have any niche stores. So if I want any niche stuff, I have to go out to London or blind buy. So um Nigel says, I'm not influenced by anyone except Matt. That's nice. They are not declaring, they are taken back to exchange. That is quite true. And yeah, that's probably what is this means, that we buy more than the average person. Exactly. Being deceptive when the sole intent is to false program and take them back to. Yes, because we were just saying that in other places of the world that it's allowed to buy a fragrance, and I remember someone telling me actually that they even used to have up to, was it, I don't know, a year or 2 years or something like that, that you could buy a fragrance for a year, you kept it, and then if you decided you didn't want it, you can still take it back for a year. Can you imagine? I'm like, I would always say to everyone, get your nose on it. Exactly. I always say that as well. Um, I always say that as well. Barry, because I always say sample for yourself, because what I've found is with fragrances, they can be subjective, because it does happen even in our household where I love a fragrance, my husband doesn't. For example, I love Baccarat Rouge and he's like, he can't stand it. And I remember the last time I wore it, I actually had to go and wash it off because I thought it's not fair. If he's not enjoying this fragrance and he's at home all day, I might as well just wash it off and wear something else. I mean, I'm not going to die from not wearing Baccarat Rouge in a day. Once everything is back to normal, he can go up about his day away from me and I can wear it and enjoy it for myself. So I understand fragrances are very subjective, hence the reason why everyone should sample. But there are times, and I'll admit, because I've been in these situations where you would like a fragrance, you oh, you know what, Barry, if ever you decide you want to buy a full bottle, let me know. I may get rid of it completely. And speaking of Baccarat Rouge, if ever you like that fragrance so much, there is a fragrance on the market, Fantasia from Anna Sue. That fragrance is very similar to Baccarat Rouge. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Bear with me a moment. I'll try to get it out. I did a video of I actually did a video of this one. So this fragrance, it's really very similar to Baccarat Rouge, except it's not as sweet. It's actually a better option. And the thing is, even though it doesn't like the Baccarat Rouge, it can tolerate this one. So it's a good option to check out. And this is, I got this, believe it or not, from the QVC. QVC, is it? QCV. You know the channel where they sell stuff, that channel where the TV channel where they sell stuff. So that's what I got. And it was under £20. So under £30. So it's a very good fragrance, and my daughter likes mermaids, so I thought she would appreciate that. She likes it, and I can wear the fragrance and make videos. Yes, the QVC, that's the one. Yes, they sell it because that was the only place I could find it. So good price as well, really good price. So it's a good option. So for people who like the Baccarat Rouge and you don't want to pay full price, there's always options. And if you can get a fraction of the price, why not? So yeah, so that's that. And yeah, so people should sample stuff for themselves. And I will very soon be doing a review of these babies as well. Miracle of Roses and Silverstone. I think, John, you tried this, but oh my gosh, that Silverstone is absolutely gorgeous. Miracle of Roses, it's in a league of its own as well. So I'll be talking, those are the reviews coming up this week. So I'll be talking about the Miguel Matters, I'll be collage perfumes, and I have a list of some fragrances, etc. And that's what will be coming up. So yeah, that was that. And I have some samples to go through. I've got some samples from Bedore, Amanda Bedore. So I'll be talking about that because she's got lovely fragrances. I tried Hibu and Chouette, which are a bit like his and hers. So I'm looking forward to doing that as well. Hey, Tony. So Tony's here. So yeah, that's Tony. I was even just about to go. I was just talking about you. Tony, oh my God, you are here. Do you know what? Hang on a minute. I want to show you something. I went outside in the porch looking for something in my porch outside the house where we keep stuff and whatever else. And what do I find? An envelope in a bucket. And this is a bucket that I normally use maybe outside for whatever. Anyway, I found the bucket and there was an envelope, and look what was there. I was like, Tony, all this time I've been saying I've never tried the Zaharov. You could have told me. And so anyway, I found these samples. Thank you so much. And I don't know how long they've been sat there because there was literally cobwebs on it. So they must have been there for quite a few times that the postman just chucked them there and not even telling us about them, because sometimes he leaves stuff there. So I found these. Thank you so much. So I am super excited because now you guys, you're going to see reviews of Pepper Gourmand. I was like, why did it not tell me? Because if you had, then I'll be looking out. I'll be looking and looking and looking, you know. Or I could have asked the postman. So we've got Pepper Gourmand, we've got Zaharov Pohom, and we've got Mon Cherie. So I imagine that's so we'll be talking about this. Thank you so much. I'm like, you know, when you get excited because you see something and you're like, that's how I felt. I was like, every single time I've seen a review or someone post about Zaharov, I'm like, oh, I've never tried that. I've never tried that. And then I found this, and which I went in. I was like, oh, what's that? And there was an envelope, and I'm thinking, oh, but it was dusty and it was literally with cobwebs. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try this. So I think I don't want to waste them spraying them. And it's a good thing you came, because I will be sharing reviews on them. Thank you so much, because we've got enough to share reviews. So yeah, so that's that. And I can't wait to hear everything about the Byron fragrance, because I think I sent you a sample from the Black Dragon, because I know you love Byron fragrances. So I'm quite interested to hear what other people think, because some people have said Black Dragon is knocked everything else from the house to #1 spot. I have not done that because I can't decide, because to be honest, Mila Mila will always have a special place in my heart, and I'm just glad I have them. I don't have to make that choice. So yeah, so thank you so much. Oh my goodness me. So I'm going to get off now, because I know, Tony, I can't wait. I was just saying, I can't wait to see Bex being grilled. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll be seeing you all very soon on the other side. So have a lovely afternoon, evening, everyone. Thank you very much. Did you get the Anita? Did you give Anita the francs? Anita. Oh yes, I did. I did give her. And it was I added a few samples for her to try, so that she can just, so she said maybe she likes more stuff. She will, you know, maybe decide to buy something else. So I did. So I shall see you all soon at 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go and freshen up. Take care. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye. Have a good evening. She loved them. Yes, Barry, she loved them. And you know what? It was funny, because as soon as we switched off the video, she was like, where can I buy the Byron? I was like, oh, you can buy it online on their website. And we got on and done. And yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I shall see you soon. Take care. Bye.